Hello everyone, welcome back. Happy Tuesday. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the Baker Act and another sort of medical condition that can result in you getting detained for a significant period of time. So as I said in another video, I think I've said it multiple times now, it only takes two things to get you Baker Acted: a finger and someone appointed, and that'll get you Baker Acted. So had a call from a nice lady, her and her husband are in their 70s, and the husband had been having some issues. He wasn't getting much sleep. He was also not consuming enough water and became dehydrated. And as a result, the wife decided to take him to the emergency room. And of course, you know, in his condition and combined with the fact that he has excellent health insurance, he ended up getting Baker Acted. Can you believe it? I guess not at this point. They held him in the hospital for 2.5 days. And then they shipped him off to a behavioral health hospital where he's been for another 3.5 days. Now, as an aside, I think one of the issues here is that once a hospital medically clears you, they're supposed to transport you within 12 hours or they're going to let you go. So I'm wondering how he spent 2.5 days there. It doesn't sound like he had a serious medical condition. He was just very tired and dehydrated, which seems like it could have been fixed with an IV, with some IV fluids and perhaps a sleeping pill. But in any event, they kept him for 2.5 days, sent him off to a facility where he's now been 3.5 days. He's still not getting the medications that he needs so he can get a proper night's sleep, and he's going from bad to worse. And of course, the wife called me absolutely distraught, and I said, look, first of all, he's at one of the worst facilities he could be at in terms of their sort of outright abuse of the Baker Act. That's number one. Number two, it sounds like by denying him his medications, they're going to try and intentionally destabilize him by making sure that he doesn't sleep. And the less sleep he gets, the worse he feels, the less, you know, the worse he looks. You know, and I mean, I know from experience, if you don't get enough sleep, you just can't function. It's terrible. And so I said, look, we're going to have to file to get him out. We're going to need a court order or he's going to get stuck there. I mean, it's that simple. And they'll be happy to keep him there. And she said, well, you know, how could this happen? I said, it's very simple. He's got health insurance and nobody knows he's there. So they're happy to keep him. I mean, you know, if you're not dragging them into court, I mean, who are you going to complain to? But there is no one to complain to. We got to get him into court. So we'll see if they, you know, if the wife decides to move forward with this. But this is just another example of how messed up the mental health system here is in Florida. It's just completely broken and draconian. It's very sad. And but look, I'm here. In fact, tomorrow morning I'm going to get my car. I'm going to drive 4 hours to Gainesville, go to a hearing, and I'm going to get back in my car and drive 4 hours back. Because I've got a young man up in a hospital up there who frankly shouldn't be there. So we're going to do what we need to do to try and get him out. But I wanted to share that with you, and I appreciate you tuning in. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.